Hi, thank you for clicking on this video and thank you for choosing my content. To my new subscribers, karibuni, welcome, welcome, welcome. And to my returning subscribers, nawapenda. Every day I will tell you things. I love you, I love you, I love you so much. Thank you for trusting my content and thank you for allowing me to grow and thank you for watching me grow. To all my returning subscribers, I owe you a lot. Nawapenda sana. I can't express my love enough to you. Jueni tu nawapenda, nawa appreciate sana. So today let's talk about biashara. My background, some darkness. You allow me, my lighting is a bit bad. I'm recording this in my office and light is disappearing. So let's talk about business. What are the mistakes that you've ever found yourself in when you're having a business? Personally, I've done a few businesses and I think I will have to highlight the major things that I learned. And I always say, if this is not the kind of content you'd like to watch, kindly pass. So I know some people love my content and some others do not prefer it. That's why I always say, if you feel this is not the kind of thing that you want to watch, kindly pass. So yeah, my first point is when you're having a business, allow yourself to fail, allow yourself to make mistakes, because what matters after the mistakes is how you come and rise up. What matters is what you learn from the mistakes. Are we together? Let me check my mic whether it's working. Yeah, it is. So allow yourself to make a mistake in business. Allow yourself to fail, because from failing is when you understand what you were supposed to do and you did not do that. So yes, I'm doing it quite quick because I know I do not have time. Number two is have a business plan. Always, every day, before you open your business, or rather even if you're having someone at your business, every day have a business plan. Like every day have the to-do list every day. Let's say like opening stock every day, let it be your work. Closing stock every day, let it be your work. And also in your to-do list, always have the time when you're supposed to restock, and have your time when you're supposed to do what. Yeah, I've said have a to-do list every day, because that way you'll be able to know whether you are growing or not. Have all every day, take opening stock, closing stock. That way you're able to know whether you're able to know your profit margin. I forgot what we learned in school about margin. Profit margin, is it growth? Something like that, yeah. When you have opening stock, when you take opening stock, when you take closing stock, and you always have a list of what you've sold so that you can have your mathematics, compare every day what you've sold. Some people take this as a light job or something that they're able to do with their calculation overhead, but it's important. No matter how small your business is, every day have a notebook. Just write, today I sold this and this and this, the other day, so that you can be able to have a comparison every day. What went fast, what you sold fast, or and to also in that under that you are able to know what to restock oftenly and what not to restock. Are we together? I hope I'm making some sense. So number three, identify your customers, or rather your target. What's your target? Let me give you an example. One of my first business, I used to sell the Swahili dresses. I think I will insert a picture here to show you. Swahili dresses, the deras, the buibuis, the mitandios, the hijabs, sandals, everything, the ouds, the sprays. I used to sell them. And since in Coast, I've lived in Coast for quite a number of years, and in Coast those that is the fast moving things that you can never see. So I thought the same business that I had back there, I can shift it here. I'm in Kirinyaga County right now. So it was a shock on me. I really tried selling out because the biggest population over here are Christians. And also in that mix, hautakosa mtu mmoja anataka kuvaa hizo nguo mrefu or something with such designs, sorry, hautakosa mtu anataka kuvaa hizo. But having the biggest populations are Christians and basically and typical people who think certain clothes belong to certain people. It didn't do well, though I sold, because I think if I start to be corrected if I'm wrong. Give it out of 100, let me say like 50% or 40 population, the Islamic culture ndio kidogo huku. So I used to really struggle a lot to reach out to them. So I used to travel a lot from one neighborhood to another, advertising where my shop is, telling them I have this and this. So it really, it was a task. Ilikuwa ni task, and eventually target yangu ikaanguka. So ikakuja, I just decided to do away with that. Number 2, I started a cereal shop. With the cereal shop, definitely hawezi eka a cereal shop place kama ushago mahali mtu mwenye analima all those things, analima, hapana, because at the end of the day they'll end up having their own from their shambas. But huku town, or rather huku mahali tuseme huku town places where they do not have mashambas, it's the really nice place to have your customers. For example, like me, the place I settled, wanalima sana like coffee, what else, coffee, miraa, and what else, just let's say something that you cannot consume every day. So on the other hand, watahitaji what, like maharagwe, beans, hizo maharagwe, ndengu, all the cereals that they need. So when you get them from the farmers on the other side, you'll have a big profit, and your customer, or rather your market, will be big. So another mistake I made was, for the cereals, it was a success for me. And the other mistake I did is I introduced spices at my place, not knowing that not everybody, or rather sometimes maybe it's a culture shock, because some people do not like spices. So I thought the same way in Mombasa, where I have a mix of cereals and spices that sells very well. I thought, let me do the same way here in Kirinyaga. It was a shock because not everyone is used to the spices. So unlike in Mombasa, Swahili people with spices, we are not even bargaining about that. So it was a big shock. My first stock just went into a waste, because I didn't know that I should introduce just an item per item, kidogo up until they get used to the spices. So yeah, just identify your customers, what they love, and the area specifically. Which business can succeed in that area. So the other thing that really made me learn the hard way, can you hire the correct person, or rather do research before you employ someone at your place, or tafuta mtu mwenye akona experience, or rather let me say just a luck. Itakuwa ni kwa kibahati tu when you get someone who is willing to work for you, akufanyie kazi with all honesty, bila kukuibia, ama just to bring down your business. So what I was saying is, check the people that you employ. Some people are not business minded, so they will, hawatajali kama mtu alichukua deni juzi amelipa, na hawatajali pesa yenye wanakusanya when you're not there wataifanyia nini. Because for me it was very hard. I actually ended up closing like two biasharas because I employed the wrong people. Tuseme tu ni bahati utapata someone who is willing to take your business vizuri. But can we just be keen before hiring person? Do background checkup, and sometimes at least tuseme mtu mwenye ameenda shule. Sisemi, don't get me wrong, sisemi mtu mwenye hajaenda shule haizi fanya vizuri in biashara. No, don't get me wrong. But at least mtu mwenye amesoma, at least amemaliza a form 4 na anajua what is responsibility na anajua what is this and this and this. At least that person and by the way in form 4 maybe atakuwa ameshamaliza kusoma something to do with biashara na nini. That person will be able to know this is what I'm supposed to do and this is what I'm supposed to do. So hivyo hautapata a lot of losses. And don't get me wrong, nimesema disclaimer, nimesema sio kila mtu ati ameenda shule ata maintain biashara yako vizuri, na sio kila mtu mwenye hajaenda shule hawezi maintain. Wote wako wenye wanaweza fanya hivyo, but do your due diligence before you employ someone. Let me say that. Do your due diligence before you settle on the employee that you want to have. Wengine wetu kilituramba vibaya sana. I ended up closing some businesses. So the other thing is customer relationship. Mimi pia hii I learned through the hard way. I used to trust, like sikuweza kudifferentiate uhusiano wangu na customer. Like a customer would come, tunakuwa marafiki, and that will end up being bad. That person nitaanza kukuwa na ile people pleasing, naogopa kumwambia alipe hii bei. You know how friends come in biashara, but me, I'm not talking about friends, because if I have friends, sijai kuwa na marafiki wenye wana get to a point where they want to take advantage of me because I have a business. Hapana. They're just random customers wenye wanakujanga, you just blend in na mnakuwa marafiki. But in between hapo, I lost a lot of money and I lost a lot of friends wenye nilijua tu the time that I came here na nikaeka biashara. So some customers watakuwa marafiki zako, na hapo ndio watu wanaanza kuchukua na debts, madeni. And when they come to pay, they will not pay the way they are supposed to pay. Remember, hawa watu, they have the mentality that she's my friend, she cannot ask me to pay my money on time. And remember, paying your debts on time pia inasaidia biashara to grow, restocking and doing some other stuff in that biashara also. So mimi sikuwa na hiyo the ability to differentiate uhusiano wangu na customer, usikuje sana niende at a loss. So just check. I'm not saying don't make your customers your friends. Hapana, don't get me wrong. They can be your friends, but when it comes to purchasing things, hapo ndio urafiki inaishia. The same way I said with the employees. They are good employees. Like for me right now, I have someone who I can trust. Even when I travel for like a week, I have someone that I can trust just because I've earned their trust. I've seen them. I think so far we are around 8 months with them and they are doing well. So I cannot complain. I'm saying give credit where it's due. But when it comes to customers, just keep a distance. That is what I would say. Keep a distance. So, and the other thing is how to manage your money that you get from your business. Mimi, sikuwa najua how to manage that money, to be honest. Hey, my light is disappointing. Anyway, let's continue. So, sikuwa najua how to use that money. I found myself using hiyo pesa ya biashara kwa other projects. And remember, other projects might fail to return the same money. Some people, let me say this, we use money from one business to support another biashara. And sometimes the biashara that you're supporting might not do well. So you end up losing zote. Or rather, me personally, I know I used to waste money on something like nguo, like something to eat. When I'm going out, I've seen a nice bag, I've seen a nice shoe. That is what I used to do, by the way. Thinking when I get my salary from my other job, I will have to replace that money. I never used to replace anything. So, in short, let's have business on discipline on our businesses. Learn how to use your money properly. And what really worked for me so that I can stop misusing money, I just got a proper way of payment. This is another tip. Just know the proper way of payments that customers can use if they do not have cash. Avoid send money. I lost a lot of money because customers would send and reverse the same money. And maybe I'm not in a position to come and check who paid or reverse that money back. It was a really struggle. So don't. So I settled on till number. Go to Safaricom. Actually, it's totally free. Go to Safaricom, get a till number. They will register it for you. With till number, actually, it charges very less, very minimal, because I tried with Paybill through your bank, and sometimes it deducts a lot of money, which doesn't even make sense. So I settled on the till number, and once the customers have paid through the till number, that's still my account, so I'll not access that money easily. And then if there is the cash at the end of the day when I'm going to do my closing stock, I will have to deposit that money kwa ile till. That way I will avoid missing my money, my own personal money and the biashara money. Yeah, I think that's all I had. I'm not that good in explaining things, but I think that will help someone. And if you're trying to do something in business, kindly first sit down and do the best math ever, because sometimes business can disappoint. And as much as it's disappointing, sometimes it's good. It's keeping some of us alive. So yeah, that's all I had. Kindly, if you've not subscribed, again, I'm here again asking for your subscription. So that's all. Let's meet on the other vlog. I'll see you. Bye.